M.F. Husain, often referred to as India's Picasso, was a brilliant artist, a founding member of the Progressive Artists Group, and a wonderful raconteur. He was also very committed to the idea of India, even when that love was not reciprocated. Husain had many muses through his career: the Buddha, Mother Teresa, the actress Madhuri Dixit, and perhaps because of Husain's commitment to the idea of India, Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi appeared as a subject of many of Husain's paintings, but never in a more significant way than in the Attenborough Panels. In 1982, Sir Richard Attenborough's movie Gandhi took the world by storm. Gandhi was nominated for 11 Oscars and won 8, including Best Picture, Richard Attenborough for Best Director, and Ben Kingsley for Best Actor. Attenborough was nominated that year alongside Steven Spielberg for E.T., Wolfgang Petersen, Sidney Pollack for Tootsie, and Sidney Lumet.
And here, ladies and gentlemen, is your verdict. The winner is Richard Attenborough for Gandhi.
Husain probably had Sir Richard Attenborough in mind as the collector of the work, something which did not come to pass. Husain framed each panel in a cinematic vignette and went back and forth on the chronology, much like Attenborough had done in the movie. Back in India, the success of Gandhi moved M.F. Husain to paint Untitled after Gandhi or the Attenborough Panels. The first panel is reminiscent of Gandhi's time in South Africa or his early days back in India, when he emphasized communal living in materially modest circumstances and with a great level of self-reliance, in ashrams where members raised cows and goats. The second panel is reminiscent of the Salt Satyagraha or Dandi March, showing Gandhi with a long road ahead of him. This panel also appears in the 2001 book The Making of Modern Indian Art, The Progressives by Yashodhara Dalmia. Writing about the inclusion of this painting in her book, Dalmia says,
"This image was given to me by Husain as an epitome of his beliefs. It struck me because it brought out, in a few economical strokes, the very essence of Gandhi. His simplicity, strength, truthfulness, and catching the pulse of the people are all embedded in this work."
Is it all over if they arrest you now?
Not if they arrest me or 1,000 or 10,000. It's not only generals who know how to plan campaigns.
The third panel shows Gandhi seated, possibly on a charpai, an Indian cot, unusual in that he is most often shown seated on the ground. The fourth panel probably shows Gandhi head tilted so far back that we cannot see it at the moment of India's independence. Gandhi went on a hunger strike and was successful in halting a riot between Hindus and Muslims by threatening to fast himself to death. The fifth panel likely shows Gandhi's assassination, followed by the sixth and last panel, which is metaphysical, where a barely recognizable figure of Gandhi may have become a many-handed goddess or a Jesus Christ-like crucifix.
Brother, Papu is already late for prayers.
Oh, God.
Untitled After Gandhi is a unique painting for several reasons. There is a rare lining up of stars, a moment of global attention and adulation for a man Husain revered very much as a symbol of an inclusive India which Husain had chosen to stay on in even after the partition. It was also a moment of complete artistic freedom, which allowed him to portray his muse in absolutely any way he chose. Then there was the possibility of high patronage, which likely translated to ambitious dimensions. It is also unique for its subject. Husain's panel works, often commissioned to cover large walls in hotels and office buildings, tended to have a decorative agenda, which this work totally and utterly lacked. It was a rare, large, panelized painting where Husain is at one with a subject he loves, with no thought about how the work may look to visitors walking past on their way to a reception desk. Husain, instead, is liberated and free. You can see him wield the brush with vigorous and confident strokes, interpreting a subject close to his heart for another artist and eventually for the world.